I'm a big fan of this brand of insect and pest spray. It's made with peppermint oil and it's basically an all-natural solution to keep spiders and bees and any other kind of little pesky bugs away from wherever you don't want them to be. I think this stuff works quite well, and the thing that I mainly use it for is to spray around my outdoor cooking area. When I'm barbecuing or grilling or otherwise cooking outside, the bees tend to come calling. And well, I just don't particularly want a swarm of bees buzzing around me while I'm out there cooking. So I spritz this stuff around, spray it on the base of my barbecue or the table that I'm prepping food on, and it tends to keep those bees away for a good while. So like I said, I'm a fan of this product, but at $20 for this little 16-ounce bottle, it's just too expensive for me to keep buying. So, as I'm sure you figured by the video title and thumbnail, I've started making it myself. And the way I do it uses almost the exact same ingredients that you would find in the store-bought product. There's really only 3 ingredients we need. The first is some water, specifically some distilled water. Yeah, tap water would work too, but distilled water is gonna give you a little bit more of a pure formula. You won't have the chlorine or fluoride or impurities or anything else that might be in tap water or even like bottled spring water. So just get yourself a gallon of distilled water. And because this whole thing is a peppermint spray, we of course need some peppermint oil. Here I've got a 4-ounce bottle of pure peppermint essential oil. And we're gonna be using this entire bottle for this batch of my bug spray. And it doesn't cost a whole lot, but I will mention something, and that's beware of buying bottles like this, where you get a lot more of the oil for really about the same price or even less. And I kind of got hooked in by that the first time too. But when you read closely, this isn't pure peppermint oil. One of the main ingredients in this is something called corn mint, which is a type of mint, but it is not nearly as potent as pure peppermint. So I guess you could use this. You'd probably need a much higher concentration. For this recipe and for the way that I'm doing it, you really want to use the pure peppermint oil. So we've got our distilled water, we've got our peppermint oil, and the last thing we need is an emulsifier. And for that, we're using something called Polysorbate 80. And this is an ingredient that's incredibly commonly found in all manner of cosmetics and lotions and even lots of food products. And what it's going to do is allow our oil and our water to completely mix together so we don't just have something all separated that looks like a bottle of Italian dressing that's been sitting in the fridge for a month. This stuff is gonna bring it all together. And if you've looked up any homemade peppermint oil bug spray recipes before, it's common to see a suggestion of using some dish soap as that emulsifier. And dish soap can work as an emulsifier and a surfactant, but it's really not gonna work as well as using the sort of proper stuff for the job, which would be Polysorbate 80, or some other products that are similar to that. But Polysorbate 80, again, super common. This whole bottle is relatively cheap. We are not gonna be using the whole bottle of it. We're gonna be using about half a cup of it. This whole thing comes together super quick. It's mostly just mixing some ingredients together. Though I'll mention that the batch that I'm making to maintain the 4% peppermint oil concentration, which is the same as this store-bought bottle, we're not gonna be using quite an entire gallon of the water. 1 gallon has 16 cups in it. We need 12.5 cups. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just take 3.5 cups of water out of this and get rid of it or use it for something else. Next, we need to heat this distilled water up a little bit. And we don't need to bring it to a boil. We don't even need to bring it to a simmer. We just wanna heat it up a little bit so those other ingredients that we mix in will dissolve a little better and create a better solution. So I'm just gonna throw this water into a little stock pot, put it on the stove for just a few minutes, and bring the temperature of that water up to just about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, we've got our water heated up to just about 100 degrees, and now we just need to start mixing our ingredients. And I'm just gonna use that same gallon jug from the distilled water to mix everything up in, because why not? First, I just need to add in that whole bottle of peppermint oil. And of course, I will have a link to these products, the oil and that emulsifier, in the video description below. If you wanna check it out, make some of this for yourself. So in goes all that oil, which is 8 tablespoons or a half a cup or 4 fluid ounces. Next, we need an equal amount of the Polysorbate 80. And rather than measuring out 8 tablespoons, I will just use a half cup, measuring cup. And in it goes. Followed by that 12.5 cups of the warmed up distilled water. And I put the water in last because as it falls in, it'll basically mix everything up. And right away, the smell of that mint just absolutely hits me. I give it a little bit of a shake, but honestly, it's already pretty well mixed up just by pouring in that water. And it's looking pretty darn close to the appearance of this store-bought stuff. It's a little thicker than water, it's a little milky looking, it's extremely minty smelling. And that's it. That's all that goes into making your very own almost entire gallon of basically natural peppermint oil bug repellent. Now all I have to do is pour some of that mixture into a cheap squirt bottle and I've got my very own DIY peppermint bug spray. And it's ready to spritz around my outdoor cooking area or firewood pile or whatever else I'd like to keep bugs away from. And if you have used this stuff in the past and are a fan of it, but you're still not yet convinced that you should be making it yourself, let's talk about just how much cheaper it is to do it yourself. So here's the full cost breakdown for what I spent on these ingredients. The peppermint oil, that bottle of 4 ounces of the oil, was $8.99. 4 fluid ounces or a half cup of that Polysorbate 80 emulsifier was $3. An ordinary gallon jug of distilled water, $1.39. So that means my grand total for almost a gallon of this stuff is $13.38. And to put it in terms of the 16 fluid ounce bottle of store-bought stuff, which was again $19.99, the same size bottle filled with the homemade stuff, $1.71. So that means for the price of one of these, you can make almost a dozen of these for practically the exact same stuff. I guess that's about it. Honestly, I could have probably made this video about 2 minutes long because you're just mixing some stuff together. But I really wanted to kind of explain each step and what each thing does and touch on this cost breakdown because it is really quite remarkable what the markup is on this stuff. And again, if you want to make some of your own exactly the same way that I did here, check out the video description below and I'll put links to the exact things that I bought. In the meantime, be sure to like and subscribe and stay up to date with all our latest stuff, including all manner of DIY videos. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm John, and this is Great Lakes Country.